Hey everybody, it's Paul here. Hans and I wanted to do a special episode, which you'll see why at the end of this intro. So it's just going to be us this week talking about Christmas and our Christmas experience. We also wanted to say that next week we are going to be off so we can both enjoy our holidays in the new year, and we'll start back up again right at the beginning of the next year with our episode dropping January 6th. We hope you enjoy this one, and we hope you guys all enjoy your holidays, and let's get to the episode.
Welcome back, everyone, to the This Week I'm Into podcast. You may notice, if you're watching on video, something different about this episode. Yes.
What could that be, Hans?
For first time in This Week I'm Into history, me and Paul are recording in the same location. If you just heard a high five, that was a real high five.
It was the only way we could prove it.
I'm your co-host, Pete Tyler, and I am here in person with my friend and co-host, Paul Magulio. Paul, how are you doing?
I'm doing so great, Hans. I'm so happy you came to visit.
We are currently in the lovely Seattle, Washington, where it never rains here, is what I hear.
Yeah, it actually doesn't. And
besides
my house
the last
always
2 days.
Yeah, and my house always looks like this, very festive.
We got the Yule log going behind us
It's a real fire.
Why do you think the fire is going on behind us, huh? Why would you venture to guess?
We are seeing fire department response times.
Today we're talking about fire department response times. No. Today we're talking Christmas. Woo! Woo!
What?
Now we got an ad going in the background.
All right, we've changed the fire in the background.
All right, well, today we're talking about Christmas.
Woohoo!
Ho, ho, ho. Can we get a Christmas tune, Paul?
Fa la 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 la, fun facts with Hans.
Okay, well, I've been a little early, but starting off, Paul, talking about Christmas. When is it okay to put Christmas music on?
My personal opinion is after Halloween, but
Yes!
it can be pre-Thanksgiving.
Okay. I thought we might actually disagree, but we're totally on the same page here then.
I thought you were a Christmas and summer kind of guy.
Okay, yeah. I was like, if Halloween wasn't like a such a good checkpoint, I think I would listen to it all year.
Yeah, but you need a couple months of, rock lobster, spooky horror, whatever.
That's right. Yeah. So I give Halloween its due time. November 1st. That's Christmas music.
Yeah, I think
November
that's
1st.
Acceptable. Unless
Okay.
you work in retail, in which I'm assuming you probably want it pushed back a little bit.
Yeah, I always remember like every year, the first time you see a Christmas ad, you're like, oh, it's time. And it's usually in October, I feel.
Yeah, it's definitely creeping earlier and earlier. Like when you're
Yeah.
at Costco and all of the big Christmas stuff is out before all the Halloween stuff is even gone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough Thanksgiving memorabilia to like buffer it.
I agree. I don't know, like Thanksgiving has, I don't know, I kind of gloss over it because it's just
it's
like,
a good family thing, but
sure, yeah.
it's not a corporate holiday like some of the other ones are.
I feel like I enjoy the time off at Thanksgiving, but not really the traditions of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it's fine. Turkey's fine, but I would always be a ham over turkey guy.
I agree.
Okay, which is what makes Christmas, part of what makes Christmas so special. By far favorite holiday.
Yeah, my favorite corporatized holiday.
Well, yeah, I mean, Hallmark's got to make money somehow. Like, we wouldn't want the poor people at Hallmark struggling, would we?
I know. I want Jack Black to make residuals on the holiday every year.
Speaking of which, Paul, I think that's a great transition. What is the best Christmas movie?
It's Elf. It's definitely Elf.
Yeah, Elf.
Yeah.
I was actually just talking about this with my family. I think Elf. Would you say Elf is like it's a classic, right?
I think at this point it's a classic. Like I really like the claymation, like Rudolph and like Frosty the Snowman, but I think Elf is like I'm always happy to go watch Elf again.
I 100% agree. I think it's a classic, and I'm not talking just Christmas movie classic. I mean, like
in general classic.
I mean, in film history, it is a classic.
That is a really crazy take.
Really?
But think about it. Think
I
about
mean-
all the studded cast, right? You got Peter Dinklage, you got Will Ferrell.
Yes,
and
yes.
Isn't that Zooey Deschanel?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yep,
of course.
yep.
So I don't know who else you want in that.
Yeah, and I would argue that I bet Elf is one of the most watched movies of all time.
Certainly, I definitely.
I don't know if that makes it a classic, but I don't have the facts there. I don't have the stats. But,
That's okay.
But I would think so at the very least. But I was thinking, Elf is definitely a classic. Has there been another Christmas classic since Elf?
Well, you know that you and I have a Christmas movie tradition every year. I would say that could become a classic.
Which is to say, we get on Zoom and this is what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And watch Klaus.
Yeah, Klaus.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think that could be a classic. Like, it has the movie accolades to like become a classic over time.
I 100% agree. Actually, I think the next Christmas classic. I don't think it's there yet because it's too modern still. But Klaus would be the next.
It's such a good movie.
It's so good. I actually did watch it like a week ago.
Yeah.
It was so freaking good.
Hans and I and some of our buddies from college watch that movie every year together.
I will say, in the vein of Christmas kids movies, I watched a new one this year called That Christmas.
That Christmas?
Yeah. Absolutely adorable. So cute. It's kids' Christmas movie. Tearjerker.
It's no Krampus.
There's almost no plot. There's a little bit of plot, but it's adorable. It's adorable.
Is it like kid has to save Santa, Santa has to save kid?
It's kid has to save town.
Oh.
It's person versus environment.
Okay.
Yeah. So kid has to save town from snow. It's good. It's good stuff.
All right.
Santa does make an appearance, of course.
Of course,
but
as he does.
Yeah, and they all speak in. It's based in England, and so they all speak in these cute English accents. It's adorable.
That makes
gotta watch.
That makes a movie like 5 times better, assuming you like the English accent.
I would say. Do you think? I enjoy. I think most of the Christmas movies that are considered classics. Do you think there's not a good classic out there?
I don't have any Christmas classics that I don't like. I don't think.
I'm trying to think. I guess I don't know if I really enjoy all the claymation stuff. Maybe that's
no, I do like the claymation.
You do like
stuff.
the
I like the
claymation
VHS 3-pack.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I do love it. And it, funny enough, we just moved back and we were going through my parents' storage unit that we had packed up before we moved, and I found that box set. And I was really happy. I don't know how I could possibly play it because it's VHS tapes, but I was.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like go to the thrift store and find.
But
like
I want to just to watch those movies because they're kind of hard to find online.
Are they?
Yeah, I think you have to get to like some specific channel, another streaming service or whatever. But
yeah.
But they're such fun movies, and they're short too.
Is that like Heat Miser? Cold?
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of them? Okay.
Yeah.
I honestly, I need to rewatch.
Yeah, it's the story of Santa Claus, but it's like Saint Nick or whatever.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Heat Miser.
No, Burgermeister,
Mr.
Meister
Sun.
Burger or whatever. Wait, are we talking about the same thing? No, we're not.
What is that?
No, I'm thinking of the claymation where it's like the story of Saint Nick, and it's like he like crosses the town to bring toys to kids. He's like a toy maker, right? And then the mean bad guy of the town is named like Burgermeister Meister Burger or something.
Okay. No. Actually, maybe I just didn't have a childhood, but it's not.
It's a good one,
and
it talks about all the origins where they like give this golden corn to these reindeer that start to fly, and it's good. It's a really good one.
Cool.
I like the claymation.
Okay, all right. I'll add that one to my list. But I think watch That Christmas. I think that's a really good one. Speaking of traditions, we have the tradition watching Klaus every year, right? But what other Christmas traditions do you look forward to?
I really like making ornaments.
Oh yeah.
Which you probably can't see behind me.
Yep.
But I only have ornaments on there that are custom made by me and my friends, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, every couple years we'll have like a ornament painting party, and people can take their own ornaments home, but a lot of times they get left behind, or I'll take all of them. Because it's like a nice little like memento of like over the years, different friends and different things that are going on.
Yeah, definitely. Are you an ornament collector? Like, if you go on a vacation to a cool place, would you get an ornament?
I guess I could probably start doing that. My family collects magnets.
Yeah.
Like fridge magnets, but maybe ornaments would be good. I do feel like I need a thing to collect on trips. I think that's like a good thing to do.
Yeah.
But right now they're mostly personalized as opposed to memorabilia.
What are the other options? Like
Starbucks coffee mugs.
Oh yeah. That's actually
a huge
good
one.
Good pull. Okay.
Snow globes, I think, is like the classic.
Snow globe's a good one.
All somewhat holiday themed.
Spoons. You ever heard of that one?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Some people who travel collect spoons.
Okay. I mean, yeah, whatever. Teach their own.
Yeah.
Sarah gets postcards. So
okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things. But yeah, I mean, I really like doing Christmas tree decorating.
Good looking tree.
Thank you. It's a good reusable tree. 4 feet tall.
It's perfect for that part.
I've been carrying it around since our first house in college.
Oh, really?
No, maybe second. Maybe it was third year.
Okay. Well, it's still around. So, and it really brings the apartment together.
I think so. And it's really great because I keep it up until March.
As you should. I feel like the people who take down the tree January 1, like,
yeah, if you have a tree that's gonna die, sure. But my reusable tree,
that's up till March.
Yeah, it's. Okay. I swear it's not out of laziness.
Speaking of trees and traditions, my favorite Christmas tradition, I absolutely love doing this, is we cut down our own tree.
I saw a great photo of that this year.
I did send you a photo because it was so much fun. We go up to Idaho City, which is about an hour away from Boise, up in the mountains, go on a little hike, find a tree, cut it down, bring it back with us. Of course, you pay the ranger station a little fee to cut down a tree so that they can, replant.
So this was done legally. Yeah.
It was done legally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I questioned that when he sent me the photo, but
it was done legally, I swear. The funny thing is, though, I absolutely love this tradition. The trees you find in nature are, put it like nicely, delicately, like a lot less full than a tree you would find on a tree lot. Like, yeah.
Yeah. How are they getting those trees so manicured? I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I bet they breed them, or like, they get
GMO
good genetics.
Are we GMOing trees? Hans?
I think we're probably GMOing trees, and I have no problem with that. But but it ends up being, I still love this tradition. But every year we call it the Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah, you know what? That is exactly what it looked like.
Yes, yeah. Just from the animation Charlie Brown, and Charlie Brown Christmas, and they have that like sad tree that you put one ornament on and it leans over because it can't hold the weight of one ornament.
You know what? It allows you to see more of your ornaments.
Okay, well, there you go.
Maybe that's a good thing.
There's one way we can put it. Yeah.
But that's a very fun tradition.
We're certainly not losing the ornaments amongst the branches.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, we probably don't get to put all our ornaments on because there's not enough branches. So.
Fair enough.
But I'm just to say it's adorable, and I freaking love that tradition. So I'm gonna keep doing that.
That's good.
That's probably a tradition I will bring forward, and it doesn't have to be in Idaho City, but I don't know. There's somewhere in Seattle, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we definitely have the right kinds of trees to do that here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never done that before, but it sounds fun. I did it once in Virginia, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, somebody had taken me back to their house for Thanksgiving, and I went with their family to cut down a tree. It's the first time I ever got to do that. It was super fun.
It is fun. It is fun. Yeah, and then we have like a little picnic in our car afterwards.
Yeah,
so,
because it's snowy and stuff.
Of course, yeah.
It's a great. Yeah, you get your little hot cider or a hot cocoa.
Yeah, hot cocoa.
It was
we did hot cocoa this year, and
But it seems like you did it in the woods. I think we did it on like a farm, so you could kind of walk around and pick. So they were a little bit more GMO'd than probably your backcountry tree.
Sure. Okay,
but still fun.
Okay, that's interesting. But you still cut it down yourself.
Yeah, you still had your own like saw and stuff. And
okay.
So you could really only do as big as you could carry.
Okay. Well, I mean, I like that too. I mean, I like any way you get your tree. I'm okay with. I just particularly love this tradition. What did Christmas Eve and Christmas look like for you when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Hitting the nostalgia goggles right here.
Yeah, well, my family moved when I was 12 or 13, and so we kind of changed our Christmas tradition after that to start doing more like family trips as opposed to like a in-home Christmas, which was great. But early Christmas, we had like a 2-floor house, so it was like a Christmas tree at the bottom. Everyone like runs down, but you had to like wait until my parents woke up, right? You couldn't like go down early and see the Christmas presents. But yeah, you just are normal, like get cookies out for Santa the night before. Not to spoil it for anybody, but like my dad is also a big milk drinker like me, so it's pretty obvious why there was always a huge glass of milk included with those cookies.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, okay, we'll cut it there. Yeah, and then in the morning, like everyone gets to like open up all their Christmas presents, and you get to play with it all day. So it's pretty fun. I was just thinking about some of the like one of the wackiest and I think traumatic Christmases I ever had.
Oh no. Okay.
This is like if you're a parent and you still have young kids, this is like both incredibly cruel but also incredibly hilarious and has a good ending, right? So as, like let's say like a 8-year-old boy, I really wanted this Star Wars like lightsaber Wii game.
Okay.
And normally like the way that Christmas was set up is like Santa had like certain wrapping paper and like everyone else had just whatever random wrapping paper. But this year was different. And I don't know if like we had like been past the Santa thing at this point, so it like didn't really matter. But
I don't understand what he's talking
about.
Exactly.
But anyways, all these presents had numbers on them. So like, some people like make it so everybody has the same number of presents in their family. I don't know. But like, let's say like your presents were numbered like 1 through 5, right? And
so there's an order here?
So there's an order,
okay,
right? And I didn't really understand it at the time. So my mom was like, okay, like everyone has to like, to be fair, everyone has to open their presents in number order. Like everyone starts with 1. So like I got my number 1 present, my sister got her number 1 present, my mom, whatever. And they all started off pretty like small. So like the first one was like a pair of socks or something like that. Okay. And like the second one was maybe like a pack of gummy bears, whatever. And so like you get to the last one, right? And I know, obviously I asked Santa, which I think was, or my parents, whoever, for this video game, right? So I get to like my last present and it's obviously like a video game pack, right? It's like a CD disc.
Okay.
And I'm like obviously so stoked. Like I know I'm going to get this like Star Wars lightsaber game. I open it and it's some random Nickelodeon like cartoon game. Totally not what I asked for. And I was so sad. Like it was devastating. Side note, I don't know what game that was, but it was actually the best game I've ever played.
Oh, really?
I should really try to find it again. Like it was so much fun. It was just some like Nickelodeon compilation character, like nonsensical stuff. Super fun. But it was really upset at the time because I didn't know it.
Yep.
And I really wanted this lightsaber game, which actually also was awful. So pretty good ending. But anyways, so I open up my present. I'm like sad, like no, blah blah blah. So then my mom has one more present. She has like a 6th present. And so she goes and opens up her present and she opens up my lightsaber game in like her present pack just to screw with me. It was so
that's so funny. It
was so messed up because I'm like, no way, like that's what
I wanted. Santa gave you a lightsaber game. That's what I wanted, actually.
So it was like good ending, but like just so messed up. I don't know like where parents are getting their ideas, but like I don't know if my mom came up with that, but it was cruel.
I'm sure she thought of it like, oh, this is gonna be funny.
Yeah.
And it was
really funny. And I look back on it fondly, but like it's messed up.
In the moment, no way you thought it was funny. Yeah.
Do you have any like stories like that? Like what are your Christmas mornings like?
So I loved our tradition as a kid, which was we opened everything on Christmas Eve.
Oh, not even just one, because I know some people do just one present.
We did everything, and the way we did it is, and I can't believe I never figured this out, but as it would get later into the night, we always had this like story we would read. We would have a big dinner as a family together. It was usually a fairly big Christmas with my cousins and everything. And I can't believe I never figured this out, but my grandpa would sneak outside the house, sneak to like kind of where we're sitting in the living room. He's on the outside of the house, and he'd start ringing bells. Like,
oh, ding, that's so cool.
Yeah, and then we're like, oh, Santa's here, and this is like the most thrilling. Like, my heart is pounding as a kid. So all the kids ran into a room to hide from Santa.
Wow.
Meanwhile, I never figured this out, but my grandma would run to hide from Santa, but for some reason she would always hide in a different room than all the kids. And then we would like hide under a bed for like 5-10 minutes waiting for Santa to leave. In reality, well, someone's stuffing the stocking. I don't know who. Like my grandma was also hiding.
Yeah, Santa.
Yeah, but then my mom or dad or one of the parents who's hiding with all the kids, they would be like, "Okay, I'll go check it out. I'll see if it's clear." And then they would peek their head out, and like if all the stockings were stuffed, we'd say, "Okay, all clear." All the kids would come out, and we'd be like, "Oh, Santa came!"
That's so
yeah,
good.
and we'd all open our presents on Christmas Eve, and that was such a fun tradition. I think that's something I would also like to bring forward because that was so freaking
cute.
fun. Yeah.
There was one other one that I didn't do. Maybe you did. That someone was telling me at work, where she has this daughter who was like 10 years old or so. And she said like since she was a kid, they did reindeer food, which I'd never heard of. But yeah, you like throw like oats or like carrots like out into your lawn and stuff.
Okay.
And I thought it was really cute. So she specifically like threw carrots on her roof.
Okay.
Right, which I think is fine because like birds will go eat it or whatever. So it's not like you just have like rotting oats and stuff on your. But I thought that was really cute because it's like a little like interactive thing with your kid and.
Okay, I take that. Rudolph needs a snack too.
Right, he needs a snack.
Yeah,
right? Everyone's feeding Santa, but nobody's feeding Rudolph.
That's a great point. Okay, all right. She saved Christmas, you could say.
You think so, right? They needed that high protein energy of an oat diet.
That's funny. I just love all the silly Christmas traditions, but I guess there's one that I didn't really care for, which was Elf on the Shelf.
I never did that.
You never did Elf on the Shelf?
I thought it was kind of when people explained it to me, it sounds creepy.
It's a little odd. And the thing that messes with me is like in the lore of Elf on the Shelf, right? So the elf watches you.
Yeah.
And if you behave naughty, he reports back to Santa, right?
Okay.
If in the lore of Elf on the Shelf, I recently learned if the kid touches the elf, like moves the elf, it loses all its magic.
No.
You effectively killed the elf.
So if you move the elf.
Yeah, is that demented?
Yeah.
Because in reality, no one's touching the elf, right?
Sure.
But
how's Santa gonna know once I touch it?
Yeah, you effectively doomed the elf. Isn't that a weird lore?
Yeah. We gotta be more conscious about the traditions we're setting. That one I don't like.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I'm not a fan of that either. Anyway, Paul, can I do some fun facts now? Christmas fun facts.
Should we carol together?
Fun facts
with Hans.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. What do you think is the GOAT Christmas dinner? What do you think is most popular?
I think that people are moving towards ham. And I think that's true for Thanksgiving too. I think people are more pro ham, but that's what I'm going to go with.
I personally am definitely pro ham. If you look at Google Trends, turkey reigns supreme on Christmas.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if people are having turkey twice in a row. Like,
I think I can't imagine.
Plus Christmas.
I feel like everyone goes to Thanksgiving. They're like, man, I really didn't want the turkey.
That's definitely me.
And then
it's 100% me.
And then you're going to Christmas and doing it all over again. It's like you got to learn your lesson.
I know. I think it's.
Are we not trending towards ham though?
I bet we are trending towards ham,
but not yet.
But if you just look pure numbers, turkey still trumps ham. Yeah,
that's disappointing. I don't have turkey.
I'm not a big turkey guy. I'm definitely a ham over turkey. So yeah. I like that.
I like turkey bacon.
I like sliced turkey. That's it. Okay. Speaking of Google Trends, did you know that Die Hard is in fact a Christmas movie?
Yeah, I did know that.
And I can prove it with Google Trends, which is to say, every year, if you separate it by month, set Google Trends the past 5 years, you'll see there's pretty much no interest in Die Hard until December. There's a huge spike.
Okay, Hans Gruber.
Hey.
So actually, one of my friends back in Durham, her dad is really into Die Hard Christmas movie, and he bought her a countdown clock calendar thing, you know,
Okay.
those countdowns to days to Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's Hans Gruber falling from the building, and so every day you move him a little farther down.
Wait, that's hilarious,
Yeah.
actually. Okay. Well, if that's not the sign of a telltale Christmas story, then I don't know what is.
Exactly,
So.
it's perfect.
Okay. We talked about trees. Talked about getting a tree from a lot.
Mhm.
It takes 15 years for a Christmas tree to become fully grown.
You know, thank you for giving me that, because I was
Mhm.
always wondering, because these Christmas tree farms, like, I don't know if they're like patching where you could go in, but I'm always wondering like how quickly these grow back.
Yeah, I bet they probably have a rotation of 15
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
Wow.
Which, I mean,
That's
I
a
think
long time.
That's quite impressive. Like, yeah, you're planning 15 years ahead in your future. That's like
It's probably really easy though. Like, I
To-
can't
to-
imagine to grow a Christmas tree, because like you're not really picking on like fruits and vegetables.
yeah, probably just
Not to diminish people who grow Christmas trees.
put them in the ground and
Just
say-
kind of hope it grows. Like, I wonder if you have a very sophisticated system for like watering.
I
and
wonder.
trimming.
Yeah, I bet they
And-
have it.
But trimming and stuff,
Irrigation.
like, do you think they have to trim them to a specific shape, or that's just
I bet they do. I bet there's some tender love and care.
yeah?
Some irrigation, probably too.
Do you think Santa like is kind of like a investor in those? Like, is he like the BlackRock investor of Christmas tree farms?
Ooh, yeah.
Or you think he's hands off? You think like the government like had to break him up? Like, you can't own presents and Christmas trees.
I if I had to guess, I would say that Santa's probably a shareholder.
Yeah.
in the Christmas
But maybe
tree
not like the
farms.
major shareholder. He's just like
Oh, he's a minor shareholder. Yeah.
okay,
He's Santa and the.
providing guidance and
Yeah.
like mentorship. But yeah,
I think Santa and the U.S. government. Yeah.
probably makes sense. Yeah, and Monsanto.
In Monsanto, there's your major shareholder. That's where the GMOs are coming from.
Yeah, exactly. Well, someone had to do it.
Okay. All right. Paul, interesting one. I bet you've heard of this before, but I think it's pretty interesting. In Japan, tradition on Christmas, their meal is the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I did not know that.
Did you not know that?
No.
Oh my God. Is that so interesting?
That is interesting.
Yeah, so every year, Kentucky Fried Chicken in Japan releases a holiday bucket.
Oh.
You have to reserve it in advance because it's so dang popular. And that is Christmas dinner.
Huh.
KFC.
That's great. KFC was pretty popular in Taiwan too.
It's very interesting. I don't know why KFC, out of all fast foods, is what took off.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But
They do have good egg tarts though.
okay.
Just a plug for Taiwan KFC. They have good egg tarts. It's the Portuguese kind.
Okay, there you go. I don't think you can get those in the United States.
No,
so,
you can't.
yeah, go to
But if you're near Taiwan, check it out.
or if you're not near Taiwan, make the journey so that you can check it out anyway.
Yeah, you can go with Hans. He
It's
really
worth
wants
it.
to go.
I do. Do you want to guess what you think the highest grossing Christmas film of all time is?
Christmas film?
Mhm.
Die Hard. Do they count that one?
I don't know if they count it, but
Highest grossing Christmas film? I think I'm just going to go with Elf.
I think that's a really good guess. It's actually The Grinch.
Live action or animated?
Animated. Oh, that's 2018 animated.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
Dominated the box office.
Really? Okay.
I guess so. Well, apparently, according to the website I pulled this off from, which
Yeah,
is always
which
to say, who
Which was the
knows?
website promoting that movie.
which is www.grinchmovie.com.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not www.wicked.com.
Apparently,
Wicked movie. Come on, what? Do you know what I'm talking about?
no.
I don't know the exact website, but on the back of the Wicked toys, like for the movie,
Yeah.
they had like, oh, come like check out the website, like www.wicked.com or whatever it was, but the website that was on the box was to an adult film site as opposed to like maybe like www.wickedmovie.com.
No.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, on like the original release of the box.
Oh,
Isn't that awful?
oh my God.
Which I feel like nobody would ever even notice or look at that, except for the fact that there's huge news coverage about it.
Yeah, some like poor kid probably. Okay, all right. But thanks for enlightening me. So
Yeah, that's my fun fact of the day.
that's total that do your research. Hey, if you're like on
Yeah.
a marketing team,
Dude, people don't
just
care enough.
whatever.
Yeah, they just put it out there. Like, obviously it's wicked.com.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a kind of fun fact with Paul.
That's a relevant news fact.
Relevant news fact. Relevant news fact. Anyway, The Grinch made $512 million worldwide at the box office. The runner-up for highest-grossing film, Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
1990.
And I like
Christmas
Home Alone
classic.
too.
How many are there's like 4 now?
Yeah.
I think they rebooted it.
I don't know about that.
They made like a new,
a new Home Alone.
We're always trying to capitalize on nostalgia, right?
Sure.
So they made a new Home Alone.
Yeah.
I think
Macaulay
it was really
Culkin
bad.
is back as an adult.
New guy, new kid. Yeah.
Another fun fact that I just love is that Macaulay Culkin is married to Brenda Song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a great story.
Paul, do you want to hit us with any Christmas resources?
Yeah. Well, if Hans was a little more savvy as a child, he wouldn't have had to hide and wait for the bells because he could have been using the Santa Tracker app. What is it called?
Yeah, I think it's just santatracker.com or something.
Yeah, where you can see where Santa is at any specific time at night.
Yep.
So you could definitely use that. I think that's the best. And make sure you go look up where your photo with Santa can be taken. Ours was always at the Nordstrom downtown in Seattle.
Did you enjoy that, taking the picture of Santa?
Yeah,
you did.
I feel like I never did not enjoy it.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I probably only did it until I was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it was always fun. Like you in line, like there's all these like elves in costumes, and they play all the little Christmas music, and you get to tell Santa what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I mean, it's funny because you can see like little kids. Like I have a great photo of my sister. Like she just was like 1 or 2, and she is bawling her eyes out. Did not want to take that photo. Yeah. So scared of Santa.
Wait, I don't. That's why I'm a little skeptical about getting a picture of Santa because I don't see a lot of kids who actually enjoy it. Like it seems terrifying sometimes.
I don't recall ever not liking it.
Okay.
So I'm pro photo with Santa, and I'm also pro holiday card. Hans, as you know,
yep, I'm excited.
Last year I started to write a holiday card. Mm-hmm. And send it out to a couple people. It's like a good fun. I think it's a fun activity for me to recap my year.
Honestly,
and
it's great way to reflect. I think on the year.
It is because I spent a lot of time thinking of all the notable things that I did, and then I get to write a couple jokes and stuff about it.
All right, and I look forward to receiving it.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Christmas resources, I did want to shout out Santa Tracker. So thank you for saying that. Watch That Christmas. That was a really good one.
Oh, right.
Besides that, this is perhaps the best resource I've ever done, but we're gonna have to pause for 1 second.
I'm so scared about what's gonna happen here. In case anyone's wondering, Hans is going into his backpack right now, and he's pulling something out. Hans, why is your beard getting long and white? What's going on? Oh, he's getting fatter.
I brought a Christmas gift.
Oh my gosh.
For me? From Santa Claus? I brought a Christmas gift for Paul.
No way.
This is special delivery from Santa.
Oh my gosh. Where's my dad to pick up the paper right as I throw it on the ground?
Woo! Whoa! No way. Wait, this is so awesome. It's a hoodie. It's a hoodie with our logo on it. No way. You got one too? Well, yeah. I mean, I had to get one for myself. This is so awesome. The This Week I'm Into podcast. Represent. This is so cool. You got it.
Wow, I hope that picked up on the mic other than me just screaming.
If it ends up just being us screaming, woo, I'm totally okay with that too.
This is so cool.
We're branded now, baby. We got merch.
Check out the merch at This Week I'm Into at shop.com, or what's the website? There is no website.
We'll get it going soon.
Yeah. Don't steal our website, please.
But anyway, that's all the resources I had.
This is a good resource.
Yeah, it's a great resource, right? Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you for all the support this year. It's been a fun year on the podcast for sure. I think we're growing and growing, and we look forward to doing more next year.
Yeah, we're excited to see you guys in the new year.
All right, see you in the new year. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Oh, what a fun episode. Guys, thank you so much for listening. I just want to give you guys a huge shout out. That does it for me and Paul in the year of 2024. We will be back in 2025 with some more new fun episodes. But I want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your support. I think I can speak for me and Paul both when I say that this podcast has been so much fun. The creativity behind it, the guests, the interviews, we have both truly and thoroughly enjoyed it. So we plan to bring back some more episodes in the year of 2025. We will continue the podcast, and thank you again for making this possible, for giving us your ear, because without someone to listen, we would just be talking into a void. So thank you guys, and we'll see you in the year 2025.